It's supposed to end.
Is it?
Yeah, turn the mics up. Let me go ahead and get the mics rolling since it's echoing here.
Let's go here. I don't know. We even had the wrong opening play.
Oh, they can't hear me. Okay, good. I see the mics. Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. The stream yard was acting funny. So this is, I love that background. I like all this. This is nice. How's everybody doing? Kind of wish John was a little bit smaller, but that's because I want to diminish him as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Welcome to Smoking Underground, everybody. This is the place where we talk nonsense and smoke cigars. Right here.
A couple of dudes that really
And I let my body just kind of hang so it popped my back. I think I popped like the lower part of my tailbone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You popped that before.
Yeah.
Guy sitting next to me goes, "Did you just fart?" I was like, "Oh, my tailbone popped." I was like, "Holy mackerel."
I gotta use that one.
It was. It
I
was.
will use that
It
one.
was.
I will.
It was.
Yep, sure enough.
There was no evidence.
It's in my back pocket, where to burn.
What's up, John?
Oh, we're trying to fix this echo that I'm getting.
Uh-oh, we got some echo. And what's up, Mr. Jonesy?
Hey, Jonesy. What's up, brother? Hope
So
you're doing well.
we are going to be
Yes, brother.
smoking a Lancero today.
Oh, that's right, we are, aren't we?
So what's the name of the Lancero we're smoking?
Hacienda by it's Tienda Broadleaf by Herrera SLE.
Excellent.
And John, we looking good, man.
Good. Can I hear us?
Cancellation.
Well, they're getting an echo, but
Okay.
Are they?
We're at stadium seating. This. Hello. So, and today I am drinking gin.
Gin. Wow. Let's see. You know what that reminds me of?
What does that remind you of?
That reminds me back in the 70s when I was listening to Kiss.
That's the second service?
No, well, that's what they said it was. I really don't know.
I don't either.
But yeah.
Voice volume is off.
Voice volume is off.
yeah, we know.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We
Thanks.
know.
Can y'all hear us at all?
If you can hear us, let us know.
No.
How much have you heard? Is it trying to use a different microphone? My microphone is on. I can see it bouncing on the board. So, I think the audio is coming from the mic on the webcam, not the mics.
I've checked that 14 times. I'm looking.
So we're having issues, so just speak up a little bit so we can pick it up.
Hello.
Um,
Hope you guys are doing well out there.
yeah.
I do sing, but I don't. When it comes to talking, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we know.
Whew.
Yeah, we know.
Whatever. Yeah. So, hope you guys are doing all right tonight. Appreciate you joining us and wasting your time with us. We appreciate that very, very much.
John's working on the technical
Yeah,
stuff
John's
right now.
working on it. Yeah, of course, once he finds out, we'll blow your ears off.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
The host has unmuted your mic.
Okay.
Okay? So, if John can phrase the question at the same time.
No.
No? Okay.
John. the broadleaf to me starts out bland, but I think that the Brazilian, I've never had this. The Brazilian,
never had a Brazilian?
Never, no, not the cigar. But the okay, we'll keep moving forward there. So in this particular case, I think the binder is going to take over a little bit of the flavor on this, which I like Brazilian wrapper.
Yeah.
I like San Andreas and I like Brazilian. Both are very, very good.
Right.
Very good.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So we're going to give this a shot here. It is a Herrera Esteli. Okay.
Okay. So audio's back. Good.
And looks like everything's good to go.
Now
Can
we
y'all
have to
hear?
shout like a maniac.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's see. Everything look good?
Keep going. Keep going.
Good. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're going to give this thing a shot and see how it goes. I think being a Lancero, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be tasty.
Just the start lighting, I was getting good flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Brazilian coming through. That's it. Because to me, the broadleaf actually gives a little twang.
Right.
It's great as it goes down because the broadleaf actually increases it. To me, it increases in flavor as it goes down. So it's got a really good flavor. Get about an inch and a half down. Man, it's got a great flavor. But I don't like that twang when it cranks up. So the Brazilian, I think, is going to take over on this. So it's going to be good. And it's proved because you said it's got good flavor on the start.
It does. I'm a big fan of Lancero after we went through our whole spiel of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Our whole Lancero season.
Right.
The Oliva Lancero is probably one of my favorites.
Okay. Yeah.
It's my go-to.
Yeah. The Oliva V Lancero. My God, that stuff.
I wanted to like the GTO stats.
Yeah.
The tiny Lanceros. And all of theirs, but I don't know. I haven't been enjoying it lately.
Yeah, and you can't dip that one in your liquor. I don't think.
not effectively anyway.
So anyway, yeah. And I understand that you are enjoying libation tonight. What you drinking?
It's gin, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot the name of it, but it's in a blue bottle. I think it's Sapphire.
Okay.
Bombay Sapphire?
I think so, yes. I was trying to remember the first part. I could not remember the first part.
And how is it pairing, sir?
So far, I'm loving the contrast.
That's become a very popular drink around here.
It's very nice. I'm liking the botanical smells I get as I'm taking it in.
Okay.
Are you doing it just gin, or are you doing the gin and tonic?
Just gin.
Just
Straight. I guess that's what they call it.
Right? JG.
Straight.
So let's get to our trivia so we can get it out of the way. Mr. John,
yes,
for our trivia tonight.
Yes, we've got a Liga Privada Papa Fritas Nasty Fritas little carry case. It's actually, you can use it for a lot of things. It's a watertight padded case designed specifically to hold 25 Nasty Fritas.
Yeah.
The new box size, but you can throw
gives you a good idea.
If you're a Robusto smoker or so, you could throw a couple in there, or whatever.
It's nice and tiny. I like it. I really do.
It's kind of cute.
Cute is the right way to put it. Yeah,
little Derringer holder.
And I've been working on trying to how to phrase this trivia question.
Yeah.
Of course, again, you're going to have total recall from last week's episode.
That's right.
But we directly addressed a certain actor and his cigar of choice.
Now, before you get into that question, I want to state the rules for this. So we have two previous winners right now, Dr. D and Michael L.
Well, yeah,
because I can't remember how to say his last name.
Levitt.
So we have basically you guys can't answer in the beginning for the next 30 winners, and then you'll be eligible for the beginning.
That's all right.
Never the next 30, the next 4. You're ineligible for 30 days.
30 days, right? For 4. Okay,
You're also ineligible if you're outside of the United States.
And you're outside of the United States or outside of Alabama, because you have to come here to get it.
I don't care if you want to drive here from Iowa.
That's true.
But as long as you
can if you want to drive here from any state to come pick it up, you have to come pick it up. We're not mailing it to you.
Come pick it up, baby.
Now,
that's it.
The caveat to that is if we get no answers by the end, we open it up to previous contest winners.
Then I carry it home.
And that doesn't count towards your 30 days.
I don't like that part, but
You don't like that part?
Devin made those rules.
Johnson,
But let's just quickly here do the question since you interrupted right before the question mark.
Well, you got to have the rules out because I don't want those two people to like say the answer right off the bat, and then somebody new comes in who has no idea, and they just retype the answer and they win.
The rules are on the website.
Yeah.
It's kind of, sort of.
Dang.
But hey,
But
if Dr. D typed the answer out, and then somebody new goes, well, he's not eligible till the end, I'm just going to type the answer. That person wins.
well, like I said, you're going to have total recall from last week's episode.
Right.
We talked directly about an actor and his cigar.
Yep.
I actually asked the question, what cigar does he smoke?
Right.
So that'll narrow it down because I only did that about one actor last week.
Yep.
Give me the actor's name and the cigar.
Yep.
There you go.
So that's
it.
an even broader version of the question I had in mind.
Okay.
And your hints in the question.
Your hint is in the question. So you had to watch last week's episode to know. See, that's even broader because my version of that question was much more direct.
You have no excuse now. You got to get it.
Okay. So John, what did you think about the start of that cigar?
I just got it started because somebody had some mistakes at the beginning. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Nobody cares.
I know.
You don't need to
It's all
apologize.
technical on this end.
There you go.
So
We still love you, John. You're
Yeah,
all right.
he's got a big bottle of whiskey. He's halfway through. That's the reason
yeah,
there's
I
some
think
mess up.
this is probably
Yeah.
appropriate.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well,
our topic for today.
what are we? What is the topic for today?
The
My
topic
senility
for today
is kicking in. Yeah.
is accessories we'd like to see.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
See
Good.
or have back.
Or see or have back.
Mm-hmm.
And since you guys have been at Cigars and More longer, I'm going to start with y'all.
What are we going to start with?
Whatever you want.
Well, I like the one that I put up or inspired this topic. I got
Oh, cool. Good. You got a picture of it?
Oh, he's got a picture.
Throw it.
And if you have any accessories you would like to see or something you really like, post it. Jonesy says
Good.
Charleston Heston.
Good
Good
shot,
guess.
Jonesy. I hear you, man. Charles Heston.
But no, that's not it.
I like that. Good shot, brother.
They're gonna let me show.
I mean, you got 3 tries, so
Yeah, you
You
got
know.
3 tries.
I mean,
it's not gonna let me show the.
But you also have to do the name of the actor and the cigar.
Yeah.
FYI.
yeah. Otherwise, after that, you're terminated.
Right.
Oh, how did we do this earlier? We'll go to this.
Hint. Yeah.
I'm really falling in love with Lanceros. Like,
They're delectable. They really are. The
They
right
are.
kinds are very good.
it's like, to me, you get Lanceros and box press. There's something about the way they do them that just compacts the flavor
Hey, there's John.
so much better.
Hey, John's popped back up here because I'm
There he is.
Nice.
background picture up there and
Sweet.
for mics.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You need a green screen in back of you, man.
I could, but we
We'll get him one of those chair ones. I used to use one of those.
There
You
you
hook
are.
it to the chair.
There you
Oh, I
go.
hated that thing so
Oh,
much.
yeah. Then
guess
get
we can kind of see it
get him to wear
over
a
here
green
below. See, that's here. There's my arms right down here.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, it's
Right there.
the calculator lighter.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess back in the 70s, we had a Zippo style lighter that had a calculator built into it.
How about that?
That'd
Really?
be bigger than a Zippo, though, right?
Golly.
I don't know. I used to have a calculator watch that was smaller than a Zippo.
Man,
Yeah.
them things were tiny.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would really use it, but I'd sure like to see one.
Yeah. Would be nice.
Yep. So as far as the accessories get now, and as far as I go, I kind of like a guillotine, but I'm starting to wean myself off of. Guillotine is a great basic. It's where you just snip cut the end off of it. But I'm starting to go towards a V cut. Because
Well, it is superior.
the way, yeah, well,
We
The
got
v-
way over here below Devon a guillotine cutter.
An actual guillotine.
Oh yeah, that's one of the hardcore. Yeah, that's one of Louis the 13th.
Wouldn't that be cool to have one of those like in every shop, like it's mounted to the table?
We had one. We had one. We had
There's
one.
a lead weight on it.
We had one.
Bam.
We had
You've
one.
seen the finger that's out in the front of the shop.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Petrified it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of our best
So-
customers.
One of my accessories that I carry with me usually all the time
Mhm.
is a cigar stand. Now, my buddy Dr. D, he has one
Oh yeah.
that is you take it out of the leather sleeve and you assemble it. It's two pieces that fit together.
Oh yeah.
The one I have,
Mhm.
it's hinged. So it pulls out of the sleeve and then you just, so none of the pieces can go
Right.
apart.
Oh,
And then
I
you can-
love that. Yeah.
Especially when I'm drinking at Cahaba.
Right. Right.
I mean, there's just nothing better than having to be able to sit your cigar down.
Yeah.
Now, my punch seconds, if I can find it, my punch, where is my punch? There it is.
It's not your. It's not your brass knuckle punch, is it?
It is my brass
Yep,
knuckle.
it is.
It's
Okay.
got these triangular pyramid shapes on
Yep.
it. It's really good
Yep.
for setting a cigar,
That's right.
which I really enjoy
And,
setting a cigar on there.
Yep, there you are. So that's a cigar set.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's neat.
Yeah.
It does, and you got a blind man punch on it too.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps.
I recommend these. We used to carry them in the store, and you know what's funny is, and Harris, hint, hint. Every time I pull this out,
Right.
people are like, "Hey, when are you guys going to sell these again?"
Yeah.
Like no joke.
Yep.
And people always want to use my wide mouth punch.
Yep. Yep.
And I'm really glad I didn't go for the red or the black
Mm,
because, as you can tell, it's getting worn, and the gunmetal gray makes it look cool.
yeah.
Makes it look cool.
I like the worn look myself. I've got a first generation Zycar lighter. God, I think it's probably 23 years old,
Yeah.
and it has no varnish on it. No, it doesn't have anything. What's up, Mikey? Yeah, it has nothing on it at all.
Howdy.
So it looks just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, what do you call it? No primer. No, it's just metal, and the thing still lights.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
Right.
weird about accessories because I don't mind having nice cutters and punches and stands.
Mm.
But when it comes to lighters,
Yeah.
I'm not a big spender.
Yep.
I'm not a big spender. $20.
Yeah.
And I'm done. 30 at the most.
Yeah.
And like this one right here, the case, but the insert is $20.
Sure.
Because I'm just like they mess up their small tubes in them, stuff like that. And that-
Right.
the super expensive ones, to each their own.
Yeah, right.
But they're all made the same. Their guts are pretty much the same,
There you go.
and they can all
Very
fail the exact same.
Very good. Yeah. As far as lighters go, be careful with your what do you call it? Your fuel, because your fuel's different. If you get fuel to go into a lighter, go to a cigar shop, and preferably a cigar or pipe shop. Either one of the two. Somebody that knows what they're talking about, and they will also have good fuel. If you go to wherever, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, wherever it may be, and you get Ronson fuel, it's made for industrial use. So
Yeah.
it's very heavy in oil, very heavy. And man, it will clog those little tubes up on the inside. It'll clog them up just like that. So there's many people that go and they use these things maybe about 3 times. And then after that, it's like my lighter won't light. I mean, you can't hear it coming out either. I mean, it's clogged up. So if you can, get your fuel from a cigar shop,
Right.
and that way your lighter will last a lot longer. Except for when you lose it. Other than that,
It's good for now. You can
Yeah, it
just
is.
wait.
Yeah, I meant to bring my jumbo lighter today too, and I forgot.
Now,
Got-
I've got that little bit of trivia when you're talking about butanes, and I'm even more particular. Not only do I like to buy it at a cigar shop or a pipe shop or whatever,
Yeah.
buy cans without seams.
Cans without
very good.
seams.
Very nice.
Yes, if you have
like
a
that.
can that has a vertical seam on it, and it used to be all Zycars did not. The big cans of Zycar fuel do, which means it's a Chinese produced fuel. If it doesn't have the seam, it's an American made fuel. And
Huh.
whether or not you believe China's better or worse or equal to, my personal, I
Now,
made in
Yeah.
America.
are you talking just because it's made in America or actual fuel quality?
I have a tendency to believe that since it's made in America, I believe it's a better fuel.
You're like
Gotcha.
backing that
Because
U.S. I hear
it's-
you, buddy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
it's
that.
Not necessarily
Right.
saying because it's U.S. It's just Chinese products are sold for a price point.
Yeah.
American products, they don't necessarily. They're sold for a price point too, which is usually significantly higher.
Right. Yeah. Now, I got to agree with you there,
Yeah.
and Colibri, of course, is made in London, but yeah, in this particular case, I'm with you. I like that. I like that a lot. Buy American. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
So there's a guy at the cigar shop. He has this wand.
Yes.
It's about this big. He's got his in gold,
Right.
but they sell in multiple colors. I saw them on Amazon. They're about $20-$30. This thing, I got to get one. It's really cool. It's about like this in thickness and length. And on one end, it's got a punch on either end, and it's got basically the wide mouth and this one. It's got the wide mouth over here and the smaller one over here.
Really?
And you just twist that section. And then
Uh-huh.
down the neck,
Uh-huh.
you unscrew one of them, and it's got the long needle
Right.
all the way in it. On the
Yeah.
other end, you unscrew that, and it's got the 2 prongs
Wow.
for sticking in your cigar.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really cool.
No kidding. Man.
Especially for fitting inside. Like I could see you having a nice, humidor box,
Sure.
one of those travel ones,
Sure. Yes.
and
sir.
it'll fit right in there with the rest of
Okay.
your cigar.
Yeah, and
It's not bulky or anything.
that's important too. I mean, there's there's a lot of guys that like carrying it around with you, and that's good. Carry something basic around with you. No, this is just me. Carry something, but I mean, get something nice to stay at home, or if you've got lockers, at a cigar shop, you got lockers. Stick something in there.
Yeah.
Something like that right there. Some large lighter. We got a burner. We've got several tabletop lighters.
Got a lot of those nice Prometheus.
There you are. A
Yeah.
lot of nice Prometheus. I've got one in my locker over here.
Now-
It's very nice.
Is it okay if I give a contrary opinion?
Please.
Guy in the shop had a gift card from us that he got. He won $500. He purchased one of those Prometheus lighters.
Wow.
2 months later, it does not work.
Man.
Well, not saying bad about Prometheus.
Right.
The only thing I will guarantee you, lifetime guarantee, promise, John will live up to it.
Here we go.
Every lighter you buy will break at some point.
Yes. Yes, it will.
And
Words of wisdom.
A lot of times, it's not the lighter's fault. When you're lighting a cigar,
Again, words of wisdom.
you should almost hold the lighter to the side of your cigar, especially on a relight, because little bits of ash will fall down there. and
There
plug
you
it.
go.
Yep.
You'll drop it, and
Go,
it could
John, go.
move the little flint or igniter around in there. The cases will crack.
Go, buddy.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
all lighters do break.
Yeah.
For some reason, the Vertigo Cyclones are some of the most dependable out there, and depending where you buy them, they're anywhere from about $18 a piece to some shops have them too for
Yeah.
25.
That one was very reliable. Super reliable.
I've had this one for a year and a half.
I've always said when I
Year and a half.
travel, I always have my nice Colibri or my nice Zycar lighter or something with me, but I always have a Cyclone to back me up.
Yes, sir.
Because middle of Iowa,
Yep.
nowhere, Marriott, middle of nowhere, I'm gonna want to light my cigar. I don't care if it's pretty or night.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Very good. And keep in mind too, of course, if you guys are lighter yuppies and you like good lighters and so on, there's ST DuPont, which I've got them over Vitola, over in Mountain Brook over there. And man, they are some good looking lighters,
Yeah.
man. And they bring your wallet.
And that's my whole
Boy,
purpose.
They're nice.
Even the most expensive ones. I've $100 lighter
Right.
to mine $20 lighter.
Hmm.
They're all gonna break.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
research your brands. I also like mine to have clear things I can see through
Yeah.
to get the fuel going up, because
Right.
it's just the name of the game. But there is a drop off
Mm.
because a buddy of mine, he bought one of those cheap butane lighters from the gas stations. The ones that are barrel and they're bright colors, and whole casing cracked off of it.
Ooh.
It was hilarious. I was like, okay,
There
now we
you
get
go.
to see what the inside of it looks like.
But
Yeah.
just
right.
like I said, it's gonna break.
Right.
It's gonna break.
It's made in China.
Yeah.
Made in China. So Yeah, and there's one thing that I really enjoy doing that I would suggest anybody and everybody to do just one time.
What's that?
I've got I happen to, and I will let you know, I caught a deal on this, but I've got one of the soft flame, double flame DuPont soft flames lighters, and it's pure palladium, and it has a black finish with a gold, 24 karat gold around it. Very nice. It does not leave the house.
Right.
This lighter retails for about $500.
Woo!
So yeah. So there's one thing I really enjoy doing, and you can do it with matches.
You own one of those?
Yes.
You got to send me a picture of that. I got to see that.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a Romeo and Juliet. It's nice. So anyway, I would suggest anybody and everybody to do this one time, and even with a match. And I push a lot of this over at Vitola. Take your lighter. If it's a soft flame, take your lighter and light it, match, whatever it may be. If you have a cigar match or piece of cedar, whatever, and toast the end of it. Don't let it touch the end. Just toast the end of the cigar.
Okay.
Just toast it very lightly and very subtly, and let it brown, and then let it blacken. And then as it gets to where it gets a little bit of ember on it right there, put that in your mouth and start tucking on it, you know, a little bit. Because to me, if you do that right there, it's almost like, to me, it's like watching a steak sizzle.
Yeah.
You know,
way to put that.
It's getting prepared for something that's going to be good.
You know what it makes
it's going to be an experience, you know. So
you know what it makes me think of? So I do a show on my network, Arc of Fire Gaming Network. We do something called Whiskey Talk Friends. I do it with Dr. D. And Dr. D, we like to do it at his house because he's got a really nice setup for like couch, and we can sit there and drink and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, he likes to make, he's almost a chef. In my opinion, he's one of the best cooks I've ever met. He did a steak for us one time. Oh my God. I don't even know how to tell you this. He put it through, I think, a sous vide.
Yeah.
And then, then that wasn't it.
Yeah.
Metal rack and a giant torch.
Yep.
And he toasted the end of it.
That
makes me think.
Toast it. Yeah. You char that, get that little char taste off of it, and then of course cook it perfectly.
Best steak I've ever had.
Yeah.
Was what
it'll do it.
Dr. D right there, man.
Yep. Yeah. It'll do it that way.
He toasted it, and that's what I think of when I'm charring the end.
And that's what I'm talking about. So if you really want an experience, try that one time. It takes a few seconds to get that done, but just the experience of doing that is something that is sort of another dimension. You know, it's neat to have that go and get you a nice long piece of cedar or a nice lighter soft flame. And I'm not talking like a Bic. I'm talking something, you know, like an SD DuPont, whatever, something that's got a nice soft flame to it right there, to where you can literally hover the cigar over it and really watch it toast. And it's so good, man. And by the time you get this thing and you start puffing on it, gosh, it makes things a lot better, man.
So I've got another accessory that you're not gonna believe.
I'm ready.
What I'm about to say.
I'm ready.
I do like smoking a pipe every once in a while.
Oh yeah,
I've got a few.
Roger that.
Mm-hmm. But this accessory I use it only for finishing really good cigars that I don't want to get rid of.
Oh yeah.
I have a corncob pipe.
Yes, sir.
And a button nose.
And a button nose.
Two ends made out of coal.
When your cigar gets too low for you to grab and you don't have the needle to stick it in, you take the cigar and you put it in the top of the corncob pipe and you finish it off that way.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I love doing that. It's something about it. Like, because you're paying money for these cigars. Might as well get as much as you can out of them.
I'll bring up a name, and I'll hesitate bringing it up. But, I mean, he's a good dude. You know, I don't know. He moved away. We don't see him anymore. One of the first guys I've seen do that, by the name of Cowboy Cameron. And Cowboy Cameron used to come down to Trustful and hang out there. Then he started coming over here and started hanging out here. And I haven't seen him in a while, but I've seen him do it one time, or the first time I seen him do it, rather. And I was like, man, that's a pretty good idea. And he walked around here with his cowboy hat, and it's got a little corncob pipe, and got a little cigar erection going on in the pipe there. Man, he just tucking away, just having a good old time.
God.
And I'm like,
and corncob pipes
cool.
are cheap. Dude.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, $10 get you one. You know, yeah,
was
that's a
not
great
expecting
idea, dude. It really is.
Getting a nice erection on your cigar.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of odd because he was walking around the shop with it, you know, and it wasn't all, you know how nub
He's
is.
talking about, for anybody just joining
so,
us, a cigar
yeah,
in the top of
so,
a corncob
yeah,
pipe.
right.
That's what he's talking
Well,
about.
you know, right now. So,
As far as we know, that's the only.
Yeah,
place
that's
for it.
as far as we know.
you know what I'm saying? I'll let you see my tattoo later. So
Okay.
this is a technique, I think, and I totally approve. That's a good shot
It
right
is.
there. That's
is.
nice. And you want to get everything that you can out of that cigar. And that's, man, because that's where the flavor is. Because right down there at the very end, man, wow, that's some good stuff.
So
Good
what's
stuff.
another accessory? Anybody?
Oh, I finally figured out, I think, how to put this picture up. And if you'll note,
Here we
it's
go.
here. Over kind of right by the S, there's 4 little pictures. There's a cigar and there's a couple rings.
Yeah.
It's a ring that's a cigar holder. So you wear it as a ring and then you're able to slide it off.
Ooh.
And then you have your cigar holder since you're really big into the cigars.
I like that. I've never seen one of those. That's cool.
There you go.
And actually, I don't know where to get them other than what is it, Abita or whatever the place you order all your Chinese equipment from. That's
Yeah.
where that picture came from.
How about
Really?
that? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so we could probably order 1,000 of them for $6. Or,
Wow. I want to try to get one of those now. Why do you always wear that gold ring?
Man.
Blink.
There you are.
That'd be a new accessory for me. I like that.
What you talking
You got
about?
to send me that link, brother. I want to try to get one of those.
there. I want that guillotine. That's what I want. I want that dang guillotine.
and you can
right
get a good shot there of the
That's all right.
cigar or the calculator lighter. And I've always loved the idea of a wooden ashtray.
A what?
A wooden ashtray.
Yeah, me too.
You don't see them now. You just don't.
No.
But I love
You
those.
can also order this from China. We can
Right.
probably.
You know what's funny is I've always wanted. I know briarwood is not something you should probably make an ashtray out of because the briarwood is expensive and you should use it to make pipes.
Mhm.
But I would like to have a briarwood ashtray.
Go, boy. I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that at
Dark,
all.
heavy,
Yeah.
dense wood.
It will last forever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you want it to be. But the thing is any wood, if it's solid, it takes a lot to catch it on fire.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it's not impossible to,
Right.
but my mom lives in a log cabin and people go, "Oh, aren't you afraid of, it heats it with wood and all of that, sacrifices the house to keep it warm, whatever." A log cabin will burn slower than just about any other house on the market because it's dense wood and it takes forever to get that going. Try to light a fire, your fireplace.
Right.
It takes a lot to get that going.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
of course, when it goes, it kind of goes, but we're
Yeah.
It hang on tight because, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you've got any accessories you'd like to see, you enjoy, feel free to post the comments during the show and after the show. By all means, post it. We'd love to
please do. We need to-
readdress it.
We need to order a new inventory for Smoking Underground's new web store.
That's right. What I'd love to see is accessories that you can't get in store. You can only get from Smoking Underground's website.
There we go. That's what I'm talking
Maybe if
about.
it had it logoed too, that'd be
There
kind
we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah. So, yeah, that's somewhat of the gist of different accessories that we're looking at here: the punch, V cut, guillotine, lance. You got a lance cut, and of course, you can modify a lot with the guillotine itself. But a lot of times, you're looking at a lot of tobacco coming off, just getting on the tongue and so on, and that's getting old to me. So, I think I'm gonna start going towards the V cut. I think.
in my opinion, V cut and punch are the only ones I use now.
Yeah.
Guillotine, I just am not a fan of what it does to your cigar.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it.
Zycar come out with a different type V cut some years ago. It's more of a technologically type thing that they come out with. The V cut used to be what I call a dagger shape. Of course, that would come down and of course just jab or gouge out the cigar. And then Zycar come out with a reverse V cut. And what they've done is they've inverted the cut is what they've done there. Reverted the blade rather as. And so when you take the cigar and you cut it, the blade literally slices through the cigar tip itself, and it's much cleaner. It does
So
a
instead
great
of sliding
job.
across it, it goes.
That's correct.
Well, I have a
Yeah.
Calibri, and
Very
it has
neat.
that.
Oh, that's it right there. That's the inverted cut I'm speaking
That's
of.
what you want, is if you can see that
Yeah.
cutter in there.
Right. That's it. And
It pulls
God,
it pulls the
wow.
cigar into it.
Yes. Yes,
Ah.
sir.
So
Mhm.
that's the, we talk about
Yeah.
patina. I've carried this Calibri for 7 years now.
Yeah, there you
I'm
are.
a big fan of that one.
It was
Huge,
one of the
huge.
first orders of Calibri we
Mhm.
ever got in as a company. And
You seen
Yeah.
that big one they have?
I think me and you got the same. I got mine's red. Yours is
Yeah.
black. Yeah.
They've got a
Mine's
bigger
blue.
one.
blue. Sorry.
But they sell they have the double sided.
Yeah,
one too,
Mm.
which-
that one's really cool.
that one
Yeah.
scares me
and it's
because-
humongous.
because well, it's kind of double the thickness,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid I'd take my finger off in the back.
Yeah.
Because you
I always feel like
Yeah.
a Men in Black whenever I have one of those. Pops up.
Yeah.
But and I'm a big fan of the Lance cut now. Ever
Yeah.
since we've got them in, we're not selling a lot of them. I mean, they're $45, but they're supposedly a lot better than the plastic
Yeah.
Lance cut
And they are.
devices.
Yeah.
And I've now used it down onto a Lancero, and I'm going to say anything 56 or smaller for
Right.
the ones we have, and a round cigar.
Right. Right.
I did V cut the what do I want to call it? The Lancero we have tonight. I don't know
Mhm.
if we can.
You know what's funny is I did a
you
medium punch on mine, and I'm really wanting to do. I think after I did that, I realized why, because it's unraveling a bit.
Mm.
Why I like a V cut on
Yeah.
a Lancero, and
Right.
it's for that exact reason.
Exactly right. Man.
And I
Very good.
did that minute little V with the deep V that Calibri has. You just have to be very careful. You don't put it all the way in. If you do, you trash.
Yeah. Right on.
You just
Right on.
be careful. Just
Yeah.
nibble a little.
Indeed.
Well,
Indeed.
so do that question one more time before we close out, just so while we're talking our last bits, people can try to answer.
Well, like I said, it takes a lot of total recall from the last episode.
Right.
And we discussed an actor and the specific cigar he smokes. And I specifically asked what that cigar was.
Okay.
And that's the actor we're looking for, and that cigar.
Yes.
Give us
Got to have both.
Got to have both.
Charlton Heston is not the answer for even half. Of it. So-
Nice.
And because we're coming up to the end, it is now open to previous winners.
That's it.
So, John, where are you going to be?
Same as usual. 280 on Sunday and 280 on Thursday.
Okay. All right. And Gare Bear?
Well, I will be off this Saturday, but next Saturday I'll be at Vitola with bells on and with a cigar and a libation of some kind. I don't know what.
I heard wonderful reviews on your jambalaya from this last Saturday.
Oh, really?
was it
Really?
good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, man. I can make some jambalaya out of the park, man. Yeah, I take pride in all my food,
winner.
really. But uh
Do the applause. Do the
Oh,
applause.
I probably have something here.
oh, there we go. Yay!
All right. Dr. D. That right there. And I
Yeah.
will be at Trust Vegas tomorrow for
Oh
the
yes,
midnight ride.
and come because he's not going to close.
Yep.
Just
As long as there's
yeah.
people there, I
That's
stay
it.
open. If everybody leaves, I close up shop.
Yep, that's
So
it.
as long as somebody wants to stay and my
He's-
tip box stays plenty, I'm there.
Ooh, He said, "Bring cabbage."
bring cabbage.
Ooh. I hear you, man.
He'll stay, but you got to pay.
That's
Yes,
exactly.
That's right.
I'll stay, but you got to pay.
In his case, it's pay to stay.
That's
Pay to
right.
stay,
And
that's right.
and he'll even pray if you want him to.
I
but
stopped
he's
getting
gotta
paid at
pay.
8:00. So
Right on.
if you want me to stay, you got to pay me. Anyway, this has been a great show. Again, if you have any accessories that you'd like to see that you enjoy that maybe we didn't mention, feel free to comment on it, even post show.
Please comment because that's the only ones I know of. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot more we could get into, but
Yep.
we're getting a little bit long. This is kind of our second accessory show. Our next one, maybe we'll talk current accessories and
Yeah.
things that maybe you can buy from the Cigars and More retail division, or
That's right.
or excuse me, Smoking Underground retail division,
Yeah.
or at Cigars and More and Vitola Fine Cigars.
I'm going to try to have that ring by next show if I can find one, even on Amazon. I'm going to see if I can get one.
I want to highlight something real quick here that people are not familiar with. Well, not a lot of folks are familiar with here, but as far as accessories go, you got humidors. Whenever you start keeping your cigars and both either in a humidor or a travel pack.
Yeah.
Like this here. We've got packs. Okay, that these packs literally are humidification packs, and the old type of the disc and the beads and all that kind of stuff. That's we still handle that, but they're going away. They're slowly but surely just fading right on out. And the packs, the Zycar and Bovita packs, they come in different varieties of humidity, and they were basically, I think I heard John say this, they were basically made to go in cigar cases and to
guitar case.
Guitar cases.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because after we did that on that show,
right,
I bought 2 of the smaller ones
to
put them in my viola case.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. So that's another accessory that you may want to do. The
Very
big
good
ones,
for instruments. Very good.
yes. The big ones are up to like 20 cigars a piece, and then of course we've got the little minis, and they're up to 5 cigars a piece, and they're like 99 cents. And then of course the large ones are like $4, and they last and they last and they last. They go anywhere between 30 to 90 days, and they keep your cigars optimum.
Yeah,
they do well.
And there's some cigars, no joke, that once you buy them out of the humidor, you can just feel them and go, nope. Can't smoke this for a week. It's going to stay in my little baggie.
Perfect.
Until it gets right.
Great job. That's exactly right, man.
So thank you, John, for all the troubleshooting you've done, sir. I know it was stressful, but we appreciate you.
Yeah, I think I see a little gray on top there.
Yeah, that was kind of my bad. Just missed a couple letters on a descriptor.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
And, thank you, Gary.
Yeah, as well, sir. Indeed.
Let's do a fist bump.
Yep. Why not? Boom. There we are. So
remember, to smoke is human, but to smoke a cigar is divine, because guess what? And I'm adding a little bit to it.
Go
on a regular, because I'll probably forget.
Mm.
Time is a luxury. This is a Davidoff saying, I believe. Time is a luxury, so fill it beautifully.
Very good.
And I love that saying. I don't know why, but it's run
like
more
that.
true
like
than the
that.
other one, because it really is a luxury.
Very good. I
And
like that.
We smoke cigars because we're hobbyists and we enjoy it.
Correct.
So fill that time beautifully. I can't tell you how many times I've sat with friends, even just with you guys right now.
Yeah. Right.
Where we're sitting down with cigars.
Yeah.
And I love what Oscar said one time. He goes, all major decisions were done sitting around a cigar.
Yep. That's
in the world.
There you are.
Yeah.
Right on. Winston Churchill. I mean,
love it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano. Exactly. And remember, stay out of the left lane of traffic. And we'll see you next time on the next exciting adventure of Smoking Underground with John, Devin, and Gary.
That's it. Later.